Today's my case study video topic is a case study of alternator maintenance. This is an important case study. When the alternator repairs, how due maintenance is required for the alternator. For alternator maintenance, alternator testing and service call for special precautions since the alternator output terminal is connected to the battery at all times. Use care to avoid reversing polarity when performing battery service of all kinds. A surge of current in the opposite direction could bump alternator diodes. Do not purposely or accidentally short or ground the system when disconnecting wires or connecting test leads to terminals of the alternator or regulator. For example, grounding of the field terminal at either alternator or regulator will damage the regulator. Grounding of the alternator output terminal will damage the alternator and possibly other portions of the charging system. Never operate an alternator on an open circuit. With no battery or electrical load in the circuit, alternators are capable of building high voltage, that is 52/110 volts, which may damage diodes and endanger anyone who touches the alternator output. Alternator maintenance is minimized by the use of pre-lubricated bearings and longer lasting brushes. If a problem exists in the charging circuit, check for a complete field circuit by placing a large screwdriver on the alternator rear bearing surface. If the field circuit is complete, there will be a strong magnetic pull on the blade of the screwdriver, which indicates that the field is energized. If there is no field current, alternator will not charge because it is excited by battery voltage. Should you suspect troubles within the charging system, after checking the wiring connections and battery, connect a voltmeter across the battery terminals. If the voltage reading with the engine speed increase is within the manufacturer's recommended specification, the charging system is functioning properly. Should the alternator test fail, alternator should be removed for repairs or replacement. Do not forget, you must always disconnect the cables from the battery first. Alternator testing. To determine what components has caused the problem, you will be required to disassemble and test the alternator. One is rotor testing. To test the rotor for grounds, shorts and opens, perform the following. To check for grounds, connect a test lamp or ohm meter one of the slip rings to the rotor shaft. Low ohm meter readings or the lighting of the test lamp indicates that the rotor winding is grounded. To check the rotor for shorts and opens, connect the ohm meter to both slip rings. An ohm meter reading below the manufacturer's specified resistance value indicates a short. The reading above the specified resistance value indicates an open. If a test lamp does not light when connected to both slip rings, the winding is open. Next one is stator testing. The stator winding can be tested for opens and grounds after it has been disconnected from the alternator and the frame. If the ohm meter reading is low or the test lamp lights when connected between each pair of stator leads, the stator windings is electrically good. high ohm meter reading or failure of the test lamp to light when connected from any one of the leads to the stator frame indicates the windings are not grounded. It is not practical to test the stator for shorts due to the very low resistance of the winding.